The market town of Sukhothai, often known as New Sukhothai, is located 12 kilometers or 7.5 miles east of the Sukhothai Historical Park on the Mae Nam Yong. While not particularly interesting, its relaxed atmosphere, bus station, and excellent value accommodation make it a pleasant base from which to explore the old city ruins. Near the entrance to the central zone, the Ramkhamhaeng National Museum is a decent starting point for exploring the historical park ruins. A replica of the famous Ramkhamhaeng inscription, said to be the earliest example of Thai writing, is kept here among an impressive collection of Sukhothai artifacts. Admission is 150 baht, which is separate from the central zone admission fee. Video is not permitted, but photography is. The Sukhothai Historical Park ruins are one of Thailand's most impressive UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It includes the remains of 21 historical sites and 4 large ponds within the central zone's old walls, with an additional 70 sites within a 5-kilometer radius. The park is divided into 5 zones. The central, north, and western zones each have a separate 100 baht admission fee. Motorbikes and cars are not allowed in the central zone. Transport here is via a tram, which travels in a long loop around the central zone. The fee for the tram is 60 baht, which is technically for one loop only, but that is not strictly enforced. It is on again, off again, so is very useful for stopping at each of the ruined sites. For those of you interested, UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. This is Sukhothai Historical Park, Sukhothai, Thailand. And this is Wat Mahathat. I'll save a lot of the historical details about this place for a later voiceover, but right now I'll just give some initial impressions. So Sukhothai was Thailand's first capital before Ayutthaya. And I visited Ayutthaya and I produced 8 videos from Ayutthaya. And this place has a completely different flavor. It's quite a bit smaller than Ayutthaya. And it's all enclosed, so you can't drive a vehicle in here, but there are a lot of other options. There's you can rent a bicycle, and it's very flat and bicycle friendly. You can take the tram, which I just did. It's 60 baht for the tram, which is an on and off tram, and you could ride it all day if you wanted. So I rode the tram around the entire loop that it does to get a feel for the place. And then I came back, and I'm getting it off at each stop now to film the places. In some ways it's very similar to Utia. You know, the weathered sandstone and limestone. This looks like it's a good day for filming because there's a relatively blue sky, and an overcast sky tends to wash out the stupas and the towers. I love ruins. It kind of reminds me of my days when I was a kid. My father used to take us to St. Augustine, Florida, which has a lot of Spanish ruins. And there really are a lot of similarities here. As you can see, the place is not really crowded. Back in here, I'm not even seeing any other people. We're at the end of the tail end of the tourist season. It's the beginning of March, so we're at the beginning of the hot season, and April was the last of the 4-month tourist season. I like this place a little bit more because it's not really overrun with the tourist bus activity that you would see at Ayutthaya. Now the Sukhothai Historical Park is divided into several different zones. Right now we're in the central zone, which I'm going to do today using the tram and on foot. This is Sukhothai Historic Park, Wat Mahathat. Completed in the 13th century, Wat Mahathat, the largest wat in Sukhothai, is surrounded by brick walls 206 meters long and 200 meters wide, and a moat that is believed to represent the outer wall of the universe and the cosmic ocean. The Chedai spires, also known as stupa, a conical-shaped Buddhist monument, feature the famous lotus bud motif, and some of the original stately Buddha figures still sit among the ruined columns of the old Vihan, a large hall in a Thai temple. There are 198 Chedai within the monastery walls, a lot to explore in what is believed to be the former spiritual and administrative center of the old capital. Sukhothai is typically regarded as the first capital of Siam, the old Thailand. The area was previously the site of a Khmer Empire until 1238, when two Thai rulers decided to unite and form a new Thai kingdom. That would make these ruins approximately 800 years old or older, assuming that some of them were already here. Sukhothai's dynasty lasted 200 years and spanned 9 kings. The most famous was King Ramkhamhaeng, who reigned from 1275 to 1317 and is credited with developing the Thai script. His inscriptions are also considered the first Thai literature. Ramkhamhaeng eventually expanded his kingdom to include an area larger than present-day Thailand. But a few kings later, in 1438, Sukhothai was absorbed by Ayutthaya. The architecture of Sukhothai temples is most typified by the classic lotus bud chedai, featuring a conical spire topping a square-sided structure and a 3-tiered base. Some sites exhibit other rich architectural forms introduced and modified during the period, such as bell-shaped Sinhalese, Sri Lanka south of India, and double-tiered Srivijaya, Sumatra, Indonesia, chedai. Despite the popularity of the park, it is quite expansive and solitary exploration is usually possible. Some of the most impressive ruins are outside the central zone walls. A rented bicycle or electric cart with driver is best for this.